to sit here and say, oh, it's not for our enjoyment. Oh, you have to suck it up. You have to like it. No, I don't. I don't at all. Just tell us what you're going to do so that fans have some inkling, some idea, some format to go by when they are making a purchase decision, because when you take my money, you're taking my time, and that is valuable to me. So no, I'm not grateful. I am not grateful for what Activision and Treyarch are doing right now. What's going on, everybody? My name is Alex. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies video. That's a lot of words to say at the beginning. Probably going to have to shorten that intro. And today we're going to be discussing why exactly I am tired of this little trope that's going around the zombies community and just the gaming community in general. We're going to be talking about a little bit of a sensitive subject here, so try not to get, too triggered, and try not to attack me in the comments. I'm trying to be fair here a little bit. We'll be arguing both sides of this particular issue, and that issue is itself gratitude. There are a ton of YouTubers that are just blindly hating on Vanguard Zombies and Treyarch and Activision and all this stuff. And then there are people that are just blindly defending it. And it seems like it's inappropriate to have a take that lands you somewhere in the middle. Now, let me be very clear. I am grateful that we live in a world where I get to play video games and look at this beautiful, interactive, artistic experience where I can immerse myself and become a character, do a quest, fight a boss, all that stuff. I love it. I think gaming is sick. I really do love it as an art form. I think it's genuinely amazing. That being said, it's a business, and there are literally YouTubers out there that have said that gaming industries are about their bottom line, and it's not important for them to care about our enjoyment, and that sometimes it doesn't matter. Yes, gaming is a business, but our enjoyment is why they're in that business. It's to entertain us. If I work at a restaurant and I am trying to sell you a hamburger, I've used this example a jabillion times, and I try to sell you a hamburger, and that's what you order. And then I end up making you a chicken sandwich because I ran out of beef in the back, and I bring you that sandwich, that chicken sandwich. Is the customer, are you supposed to be grateful and go, well, at least that chef made me something. Even though I paid $16 for the burger when the chicken sandwich was $7, at least he made me something. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. No, he is in the service business to serve the customer, which is you. I don't care if they ran out of beef. I don't care if they aren't able to make me that burger. I ordered it. That's what I should be getting if I'm going to pay that money. Now, if I order the burger and then they say, hey, actually, we're out of our prime beef today. Would you like something else? I can offer you a chicken sandwich, maybe a steak or something. I can be like, oh, you know what? I'm good. And then I can leave. Thank you so much for being transparent with me, sir. I'm going to go take my business elsewhere. Let me know when you guys get your burger back in stock. It's a very basic and common courtesy to do something like that. I'm building a small business right now as a photographer. One thing I try to do to make myself stand out against other businesses is I provide way more photos because I take a crap ton of photos. So rather than take 2,000 pictures and then give my client 5 and charge them $500-$600, I give them 100 because I don't necessarily choose the best photo. Maybe they think they look stupid in one. Maybe they didn't smile. Maybe their eye is looking off in a weird direction, and I don't notice that because I'm not them. So I edit a ton of photos. I give them the option to choose what's best, and then we go from there because I want to interact with my client and make sure that they're satisfied because I don't want them to go anywhere else. That has been lost from gaming. And I understand there is a difference between creating a cheeseburger for somebody in a kitchen where you can only cook it once, and in software development where you can perpetually update your game and fix it. And that is something that we have had in Call of Duty for a long time. They sell us a base game, and then they add and pile on DLC, weapons, content, whatever you want to call it. They pile it on over the course of a year. That's awesome. I am totally down with that. I am totally down to pay my ticket fee to enter the digital park that is before me. What I'm not fine with is how they have been making the park, the digital park, again, for lack of a better term, smaller and smaller and smaller, and then making our DLC season, bigger and better than it's ever been before. We know that they're straight up cutting content so that they can sell us more DLC. When they moved to this free DLC system, they basically removed themselves. I'm speaking about Activision and Treyarch and Infinity Ward and stuff here, and I guess other companies as well. They've removed themselves from any liability by selling content packs, because all they're selling us is customization now, which pays for everything, and it's way more lucrative. And okay, fine. I get that. I genuinely don't have an overarching problem with Vanguard Zombies. I genuinely don't have an overarching problem with Treyarch or Activision. I'm not that unhappy with the game. I think it sucks that there's not a lot of content in there. I do get that. But rather than hiding behind words and PR speak and this whole gratitude thing that people are putting forward, I think it's fair to say that Zombies didn't launch properly. The game is pretty good overall. Multiplayer is doing great. I know a lot of people like that. I enjoy it. Apparently the campaign is good. I think it's a little short, just like Cold Wars. Yes, they made the game during a pandemic, but again, this is not the consumer's problem. And I'm not saying that to be mean to the devs. They work super hard, and I know they are passionate, and we're going to get into that in just a second. It's just not the consumer's problem. We are giving you money. If you were doing this for free out of the kindness of your heart, we would be having a different conversation. This is not like your mom getting you groceries once a month because you're short on cash or something, and you just scream at her because you really resent her. No, that is not gratitude. That's you're being a dick. But if you want to show gratitude, you would say, you know what, thank you so much, Mom. I really appreciate your help. It really means a lot to me during this tough time. That's gratitude. And I am grateful for all the technological advancements that we've made in this country and in our culture. I am so grateful for that. And that's not really the point of this video. What I'm not happy with as a consumer, as a customer, as a person that has worked in real life, spent my time to earn money, and then trading that money for another service where I'm getting shysted, I don't think that's fair. And now I know people are in the comments are probably going to say, well, you are buying an entire product. Multiplayer is okay. The campaign is okay. Zombie is the only thing that sucks. Eventually the battle royale is going to come out, and then it'll be kind of worth your money. That's fair to say. I don't disagree with that entirely, but then why are they doing a November launch? Why are we doing that still? If they're going to basically launch a game with a ton of bugs, not talk to us at all, the community manager, she's around, but they're not really talking about anything. Treyarch is radio silent when it comes to Zombies. The campaign is a 4 to 5 hour experience. Battle Royale isn't coming out until December. Why not just push the game back then so it launches with all of the content at once? That way people feel like they're getting an actual product here. And then as the DLC season rolls around in January or February, we're only waiting a month and a half or 2 months at that point, rather than waiting November, December, January to February. So 3 to 4 months. I don't understand this whole release and then patch it later mentality. In some elements, I guess it does make sense because, you know, it would be better for the fans to have something to do, I suppose. But then just straight up tell us that. Straight up just say, hey, you know what? Daron Fong is like a Zombies beta, and we're going to release this at the beginning of every year. And then when we have DLC 1, 2, 3, 4 come around, they're going to be big round-based maps, or we might try a new mode. Just tell us what you're going to do so that fans have some inkling, some idea, some format to go by when they are making a purchase decision, because when you take my money, you're taking my time, and that is valuable to me. And I am spending time playing your game, which is also valuable to me. So no, I'm not grateful. I am not grateful for what Activision and Treyarch are doing right now. I think it's very unfair. Am I mad at the devs as a whole or individually? No, of course not. That's ridiculous. But to sit here and say, oh, it's not for our enjoyment. Oh, you have to suck it up. You have to like it. No, I don't. I don't at all. So stop saying that, okay? Now, I want to talk about Kevin Drew, who works at Treyarch. I don't know why I said worked. He still works there. He posted a Twitter thread the other day. Sorry, I'm losing my ability to talk right now. And he straight up just kind of put out some emotional feelings for the developers. And I want to acknowledge that this is important. I want to know how these people are feeling because I want to interact and participate with these people. So Kevin Drew says, video game development is complex, just like any entertainment industry. It's very rare that a single individual is responsible for the success of a game. It takes many talented people to create something special. And in my opinion, that kind of reminds me of how we all put people on a pedestal in the zombies community, i.e. Cameron Dayton, Lee Ross, Jason Blundell, Jimmy Zielinski. I think as a community, we know that the zombies team is very diverse and talented and all that stuff, but we did tend to associate whoever the most vocal member of the team was with most of that responsibility. As you can see in our community, people are saying, you know, ever since Jason left, the community has died and the game has lost all of its heart. Kevin Drew, I'll show you guys on screen, but he did work on Mob of the Dead, Ancient Evil, Outbreak, all of, you know, Cold War zombies in general, plus some other stuff that I can't even remember off the top of my head. I'll show you on screen. It's amazing. He has worked on banger after banger after banger. So to say that there's no passion and that there is no hope for the franchise is just not true. There is what's happening is an issue with the fundamentals of the business and how they are putting out content to the fans and taking advantage of them. They are a $1 billion company. I am one person who is spending $60 to $70. Usually I buy 2 copies of every COD because I like it on console and PC. That's not Activision's fault. That's my fault. I get that. But to say that my feelings don't matter because without me and whoever else buys this game, Activision and Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, they wouldn't exist. So he goes on to say in this thread, even with an amazing team, there are circumstances beyond their control that can impact a game. Development time, budget, and meeting consumer demands, to name a few. Ultimately, that should not matter to the person playing the game. Exactly. It doesn't matter. I care because I'm an empathetic person and I want these people to be happy and healthy, and I don't want them to ruin their lives over a product. That's insane. I'm not some like ride or die consumerist that's like, oh, I need my product now. If they don't have my product, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not like that at all. That's insane. I am reasonable. I just expect that reason to also be returned, to be reciprocated, and a little more transparency would go a long way. As the consumer, it's their right to play it and form an opinion, negative or positive, and voice that. What troubles me is when people claim the developers have no passion for the game they work on. This could not be further from the truth. And I definitely believe that. Are there people that are probably burned out on working on zombies and Call of Duty in general? I could assume so, because I get burnt out from playing it. So creating it is probably a whole different emotional beast that I could never even begin to tackle. But Kevin is 100% right here. It's not our problem. What happens behind the scenes, that's their problem to make sure that they're putting out the product that they say they're going to. What's troubling about this is they're the ones setting the deadlines. They're the ones saying the game's coming out November 4th. Say that Zombies isn't coming out till season 1. We just had a map in October. We don't need a launch title for Zombies if it's not going to meet the standard that Treyarch has set themselves. Fans didn't set that standard. Treyarch did. Treyarch kept raising the bar, and fans just were so hyped about it. And the way that we consume content in our culture has increased at a rapid pace. It's all kind of worked together simultaneously. It's not like one person's fault or anyone's fault, just like he's saying it's not one person's responsibility for all that success. It's a web of intricate parts all moving together. But our voices matter too as consumers. Having gone through that many times over the years, they are likely taking that criticism the hardest as they reflect on the unique challenges of that project and how they can do better. I wonder if they only have 3 challenges to choose from. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That was funny. That was funny though. All right. Regardless of the circumstances, we always want people to enjoy the things we make. And we want to enjoy the things that you make, guys. So again, to the people out there saying you need to be grateful, they'll fix it eventually, they'll patch it, round-based are coming soon, just put the game down and wait for the round-based. Yeah, I had no problem with doing that. Treyarch's the one that released Der Anfang, not me. Just straight up say, hey, we want you guys to pre-order the game, we want you guys to buy this, but, you know, we're not going to have zombies at launch. Round-based is coming, guys. We just want to put out this new mode to satiate you. In the meantime, go and play Forsaken. You have a whole year of content with Cold War. We just finally fixed the game. All of the weapon skins are out, the blueprints, all of the operators are out. There's tons of challenges in there. Go and play that. Just hang tight. We got you. We're going to take care of you. We love this fan base. We're going to make sure that we do our best to serve you and make sure you get your money's worth. But no, instead they put out these weird articles where they say, well, round-based fans will be satiated. We are not forgetting about them. And then they put out the mode and then they're radio silent. They did the same thing with Black Ops 4. And I will say straight up, the community was wrong about Black Ops 4. I was kind of in the middle. I played that game more than Black Ops 3, I'm pretty sure. So obviously I liked it, but I was just upset with the route they took the DLC. But a lot of people hated the game because of the mechanics. I actually like them. I wish there was quests for the, you know, specialists and stuff, but obviously that's never going to happen again. I think we expected zombies to ascend to be an equal mode to multiplayer to battle royale, but it's not. And you know what? I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is paying money for an incomplete, buggy product with promises to get fixed in the future. That's not how you do business. That's not how you do things. When you sell something to somebody, you give them the best version of what you said you were going to give them. That's how it works. And if they're not going to honor that, then fans have every right to be upset. So no, you do not have to be grateful. You do not have to be happy. You do not have to pretend to like something if you do not. If you do enjoy this game and you are happy about it, then I am so stoked for you. I'm always in the middle. I actually kind of like the gameplay of Duranfang. I wish there was more to it, but I'm kind of happy with it. But I am not happy with the lack of Easter eggs, the lack of field upgrades, the lack of perks, the lack of original maps. Like, that stuff does bother me. The fact that the field upgrades don't even work. The fact that I can't tell if I have speed cola on. I mean, there's a ton of glitches. I can't go to the bathroom. I got up because my cat was barfing the other day and I got kicked out for inactivity. This game is a mess, and that's fine, but don't leave your customers in the dark. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this video. I really do appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video at all, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, that dislike button works just as well. Also, if you really enjoyed the video a lot, well, you know what that red button does is also great for the channel as well. And again, people, I am not trying to like blindly hate anybody, or I don't hate Treyarch, I don't hate Infinity Ward, I don't hate any COD YouTubers. This is nothing like that. Just want to make sure that you understand that your feelings are valid, and that when you bring up these topics, just make sure you articulate them in a polite manner to make sure that we can leave the situation better than it was just a moment prior. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.